Awesome. So we'll give some people time to come in because we're still 4 minutes early, but official
Sure.
dev stream. Discord no as well. Oh gosh, I have too many windows. Cool.
Is the audio fine on your end?
Yep, audio's good here.
Perfect.
Alrighty, so we're gonna start getting started now. Is this what, our 4th dev stream? 5th? It's something like that. We got a little bit of a change up this week. I'm Codex, or Brenna, and I have with me Alex, or Aphelion? How do you pronounce that?
Aphelion. But it doesn't matter, just call me Alex.
It's with me, instead of Patrice this week.
Hello.
So we're switching it up. We're getting you all to the various folks around the team. Give you a little bit of a rundown on some new stuff and a little bit of a deeper look at some existing stuff. Fire it up, Alex.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and sign in.
Welcome, agent.
Okay, so, right, so we're going to go ahead and start with the Social Engineering Toolkit. We saw this last week,
Network intrusion module initiated.
It off last week, but it's gonna come out on Friday, so that's pretty cool.
Yes, it's currently my favorite module.
I'm a pretty big fan of it as well. It's really cool.
I like it a lot. So basically, what it does is it lets you spoof emails and send them to your target company's mail server, and hopefully you catch a bunch of fishes that'll be able to gain you access to that server, albeit temporarily for now. So right now we're going to start with a spear phishing attack because the other attack vectors are not available right now, but one day they will be. So in order to do that, we're going to need 4 different things so we can get our estimated efficiency as high as possible, so we can look the part and fool some people into giving access to their computers. So let's start building an email database, and let's go ahead with an email crawler. So this is we're going to go ahead and use digitalexport.com. Okay, so we already have 50
So I'm looking
emails.
at this. We've got the email crawler that's sort of similar to like
The S-Fuzzer.
like OSINT scan or
Yes, well, the S-Fuzzer or the OSINT scan, it basically looks for every single email that has digital export as the domain.
that's cool. I was just sort of reading the help text because I hadn't had a chance to really dig into this yet.
We can also use a dictionary pattern, which basically we put in the company name, and it's going to search LinkedIn for every single member that's part of that company. So so it looks through different patterns, and it looks, okay, so the pattern seems to be first the first letter of the first name, and then dot last name at with the email address. So we've got a lot more emails to choose from with the LinkedIn, but a bunch of them are probably going to bounce. That's fine. I haven't tried a manual entry yet. I'm guessing it's just you enter an email address, and then let's go ahead and try that. Let's go with that's the one I remember the most. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I haven't tried that one yet, so I'm not entirely sure how effective it is. But I'm gonna go ahead and
I mean,
go
if you
back.
want to really spearfish, like, I want just this one guy to see the email, sure.
Yeah, it's not gonna be as effective though, because if that person is a little bit smart, they won't click on the email.
Yeah, but like, if you know that they're not smart,
That's true. Take
targeted
the
spearfishing.
if you manage to find the Fredo of that particular company, then yeah, you can spearfish them directly.
The Bray Sutherland.
All right, so now we're going to choose a file format which will contain our virus, which will infect the computer in order for us to gain access. So you can choose any of these formats, and they'll work in different efficiencies. So if we go with the Microsoft Word RTF buffer overflow, let's see how efficient that is. It's not really efficient. See, we only have like 7% or 25% on the file format, so let's try something else instead. Let's try the Flash one. That's still pretty good, but I kind of want file format to be a little bit bigger, so let's try the Acrobat PDF. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. All right.
So efficiency is just sort of like a general estimation of how likely you are to get hits with it.
That's right. Yeah. Likely are that we have people that get the bait. So basically, if we like try to spoof a packing company and we go with I don't know, produce or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, but it's not going to be very efficient. Like, they're going to look at the email, they're going to be like, that has nothing to do with our company.
Nonsense.
Yeah. So yeah. So
That makes sense.
exactly. We're trying to fool people to gain access. So we need to make sure to play the part. So for the payload, right now we only have the reverse shell VPN accessible. The other ones will be unlocked in the future. So of course that's the best payload we have. And the best part is the email template. So basically we choose what type of email we're going to send. So either we send a CV application because we're trying to, pass off as someone looking for a job, or sales report, etc., etc. So right now let's try a CV application, and let's go with looking for work as a subject. Okay.
So the way this is set up, it definitely would be beneficial to have some background information on whoever you're targeting.
That's right. Yes. So if you're able to get the information of that company and find out what they do, it'll give you a much better understanding as to what to input in these parameters. So right now the email's not too hot, so I'm going to go ahead and try sales report instead. Digital export, they seem to be more of a sales type company. Let's go with...
Oh, they sound pretty crazy.
Yeah, they sound like off the wall. Digital export. They must party a lot. So let's go with quarter. I don't know, Q2 sales PDF and digital export. That is much better. So now we have an 80% estimated efficiency, which should be more than enough to launch our attack. So now we see here, yeah, that's all good. Let's get ourselves a fish.
There was a little fishing animation.
Yes.
It would be really cute. Little dude fishing.
Right now we're just throwing chum in the waters and see if anything bites up. See, right now we have someone who opened the email, but are they fishy enough to open the file at least? So far,
So that
not
it
getting a lot of
tells you
bites.
like how many inboxes you've gotten into, how many people have opened it,
How many?
that sort of thing.
Like right now, we sent about 1,000 emails, and 400 bounced because they're either caught by the antivirus or the email doesn't exist anymore. 17 got into the spam, and about 730 managed to get through. And out of all of these, only 8 of them have been opened. Oh, 9. This process could take a little while, but
Yeah, but luckily you probably have other stuff to do while it's running.
that's true. Let's go ahead and do that. Well, we'll just let this one go through here. Go ahead and open the Aircrack and let that one do
Network
its job.
intrusion module initiated.
Take a look at some of the other modules while we wait for shenanigans to shenan.
Let's see.
Give a little bit of a look at the Aircrack module, because a lot of times people don't really understand it.
Okay. Well,
Understand about it. It's not.
Well, basically, when you're connected to a VPN, you can do an arrow dump in the Aircrack module to figure out if there are any people inside that network that were connected to any Wi-Fi's nearby. So,
Yeah, and there's actually tools that you can use in real life that'll brute force passwords.
oops, sorry, you cut off there. After passwords?
I lost my train of thought.
Let's check.
Real life tools that can brute force
Network
Wi-Fi
intrusion
passwords,
module
and
initiated.
a big part of the way that Aircrack works is having sort of background knowledge, prior knowledge of your target's behavioral patterns. Be something that you could get in an X key score lookup. You could get it in your briefing. You could basically anywhere that you get information for your mission. That little graph that you see there, which is very lovely.
These are all the. By the way, I think we lost the Social Engineering Toolkit.
It's gone forever.
Yeah.
Network intrusion module.
Just go ahead and do that real
initiated.
quick.
Deleted it.
Start.
It's not being released anymore. It's gone.
Gone forever.
Gone forever.
Sorry about that. Let me just export. I think there might be an issue with when we opened. It's probably when I opened
So
the
your-
developer's toolkit there.
Yeah, your debugger thingy.
Whoops. Well, it happens. Let's just do this real quick here. Okay, sales. Sales. Okay. Alright, we'll let that. A lot less emails, so it should be a lot faster. Okay, so yeah, the Aircrack, what it does, I'm just going to go ahead and do an arrow dump here. So these are all the Wi-Fi's in the immediate area for that particular network. And basically we cracked, when we do like a handshake for that particular BSSID, we're able to automatically crack that Wi-Fi and gain access to it, and it'll tell us whenever someone has connected to that Wi-Fi at what time and what date. That's pretty useful if you're looking for someone in particular. You know.
So most of the time when you're using Aircrack, you're looking for a particular target.
So then usually you look at their target time and see if they've logged into that particular BSSID and at what time and everything. So, like if I click here, well, I mean, I'm not going to see anyone here because they're just a lot of people have logged into those Wi-Fi's. Oh, hang on, that Social Engineering Toolkit finally popped up there. Almost done, and we gained access.
Turbine
Someone's
switch
workstation.
to registry initiated.
All right, now we have access to Jim Mars's workstation at digital export. You'll notice that there's a little timer here, which means that it is a limited connection.
Connection completed.
So while you're connected, you can do anything you want related to that network. However, eventually that person is going to have to leave work, and they'll shut down their computer, and you won't have access to their workstation anymore. So either you got to
Not like your other ones.
Yeah, so you got to be really fast, or you have to find a way to get a permanent access to VPN. And we'll let that still be a mystery.
But as it does, yeah.
So right now we're going to go back to
Turbine C2 registry
gonna
initiated.
disconnect
Network
here.
disconnected.
Just going to go back to Anna Shell's VPN here.
Network
And a shell
intrusion
VPN.
module initiated.
It's just that it doesn't give me access automatically. It doesn't give me a Turbine C2 card if I use the
initiated.
developer tools, so I just have to run it again.
It's cheating.
Oh, shh, don't tell anyone.
No one else has the developer tools, so it's fine.
Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and pretend that I'm selecting the correct phone here, and it will bring us to this person, which is, let's say, one of our targets, and it will also let us show the phone CID backdoor module, which is basically the emulator, or it's like if you're connected to someone's phone instead of their computer.
You can do all kinds of stupid stuff. It's great.
Yeah, you can look at their notes, see what they're doing. Like this person's about to buy curtains. Very interesting. Otherwise, you can check their messages. And this is actually very, very good because it'll let you gain a little bit more information on that person. And if that person has any access to, I don't know, like a database on their company, you can do a password attack with the information that you got from their phone, and just get in as them. You can also check what calls they made. You can also, if they have any access, you can check their voicemails. You can activate their microphone just to eavesdrop on any conversation they might have.
You can do that, yeah. Like microphone, camera. It's locked on this one because you don't have that on this phone, but sometimes you can really get sneaky and big brothery.
Well, some people, if you've played the first mission in this game, then you've already seen the activate microphone function. Let's see, but in the future we'll be able to activate the camera and spy on the person's surroundings and activate their GPS to see where they are. Let's see here. So I'm just going to go ahead and, since I'm not on a mission, I can't add this to the case file yet.
You don't have a case file. You are without a mission.
Exactly. So we'll just leave it as is right now. Also, a lot of phones have their own Wi-Fi connection or their Wi-Fi bridge, and if you go to the settings, this one doesn't have it, but if you go to their settings, you can access their Wi-Fi, and you'll be connected to the network where that phone is located. So that's a pretty cool thing too.
Pretty useful.
Yeah. So now we know that this person connected to the Anna Shell HVM servers and also Starbucks, which was not available in here yet. So I'm just going to do this here. Yeah. So Starbucks and Anna Shell. So this is definitely a person that we're looking for. Let's go ahead and do a password crack and see if we can gain access to a little bit more stuff in the HVM.
Password attack and intrusion module initiated.
If I remember here, I don't remember if that's the actual place there, but okay. Whoops.
You forgot the thing again, didn't you?
Yeah, I forgot what to put in here. That's my bad.
Information gathering module initiated.
The slash whatever, right?
Yeah, the start, the basically the target URL that we're trying to connect to.
Like it was I can't remember the name.
I'll find it. That's what this is for. Although if you do find it on your side, then that'll be great. I think it was the extranet. Let's try that.
It's a /server/ms exchange.
Oh, that makes more sense. There we go.
Target
Thank you.
acquired. Awaiting variables to launch attack.
Okay, so what do we know about this person? Let's see.
Have a very well secured cell phone.
Not anymore. Yeah. So, it's not secure. Let's see. Well, ask Warwick.
Sort of attack a little bit though.
Sorry?
Never mind.
Okay. We're just gonna go ahead and choose dictionary and maybe like, I don't know, let's go with Gmail and Hotmail, maybe social media. Okay, so what is this person's name?
Different dictionaries that you can pick in the password attack that are all sort of different size dictionaries. Like this in real life, the ones that we're using are actually based on real life dictionaries. The idea is that we've got the prints config to help sort of narrow down the options,
Yep.
but it still is going to take a little bit of time. Not as much time as it would take in real life, but still.
Okay, so
Zaylong's like, do you need all the variables?
okay, well I don't have this person's age though from the phone. So I'm just going to go ahead and skip the age, I guess. Okay, so this person has a hero with a quote: "Everyone is a potential murderer, and everyone there arises from time to time they wish to kill." Wow, well, that's nice. So who
Sort of
would
dark.
that? Yeah, a little bit. So who would that be? So we might have to do some research outside of the game. Brenna, can you go ahead and tell me who said that famous quote?
Alright, let me just Google this.
Thank you. I'm just going to go ahead and guess that person's age. Brute force it. There we go, 28.
Alex,
Yes.
it's Agatha Christie.
Okay, so let's go ahead and type in Agatha Christie. All right, so that's a good variable, as you can see from the blue mark here. Let's find some more variables. Let's see. By curtain, last case. That's not really useful.
They're variable.
Ask Warwick about going
I wonder
to...
if jogging is variable.
Let's try.
This is how I do password attacks. Is I just like variables as I can, and it tells me that they don't work, and then I'm sad.
Well, sadly, the jogging one doesn't work. I'm guessing it's
Jogging.
it's too common to be a variable for that particular person. Check what Barnet Copthall is, or where it is.
Barnet
what it's about.
Copthall.
Yeah.
It looks like it is a leisure complex in London.
London. No. What complex?
Sports complex.
Oh, sports.
It's
what type of sport?
It was something cool. They have a gym. There's a rugby club that's there.
Let's try football. No. Soccer. No.
Or rugby.
No, I tried rugby. Let's try Barnet Copthall. Oh, alright. Warwick? Oh, there we go. So I'm guessing Warwick is a friend. Let's try something else. Okay, we already watched
Pilates.
Pilates.
I don't know. They have
No.
Pilates classes at this leisure center in London.
Well, sadly, it's not one of the variables. Okay, so she has a bank account at Brent Street, which I have no idea where that is. Document, she forgot to sign on the best paper. Brent Street. Where is Brent Street? And what bank would that be?
I'm assuming it would be in London.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
See if I can find a bank. Oh, there's a Barclays and a Lloyd's.
Let's try Barclays. Am I spelling it correctly? How do you spell Barclays?
Or Clays.
Ah, there we go. Perfect. Alright, that worked. Let's see.
Oh, look at you.
Okay, so
Did everything.
Fan of books. I mean, Agatha Christie kind of tipped me off on that one, but let's see. Barham Park. Library. No. Books. Nope. Okay, that might just be a red herring. Let's try something else.
Books
Barnet?
that much.
Barnet Copthall again. Our team is playing.
Well, she's got
Let's see.
a rugby team that plays there.
What's the name of the team? 'Cause
I
think
can't pronounce it.
her husband or boyfriend or whatever could. Well, can you spell it out for me, please?
It's Saracens.
Hey, that's a one. Saracens, maybe? I don't know.
I'm not good at spelling, and I'm also not good at writing.
So another surprise party. Blah blah blah. So Eliza Myers, like a family member. Let's try that.
Mr.
Hey, perfect. All right, so we got all of our variables set up. We got an estimated time of 6 minutes, which isn't too bad. Hopefully I have the right dictionaries and the right targets selected, so let's go ahead and try that. So that's why you should always delete messages and notes that you're not going to use. Otherwise people are going to get into your phone and look at all your stuff. That's not good.
He means us. We
Yes.
will hack into your phone and read your text messages.
Exactly. All of your text messages. Yes, especially.
Wait, a password attack book? That's new.
Which one? What's that?
Password attack pop-up. That's
Yeah.
different.
No, that's always been there.
Used to be like the size of the full.
Well, I mean, it's been like that for a couple of months now, I'm guessing.
I don't know. I don't even play this game. What am I doing here?
Maybe you should. It is a good game. Let's see, what else can we check out? We have the Active Directory Explorer, which is a new module that we're opening up this week. It's very similar to our file browser, so there's not much I can really show without spoiling any missions. So when I open it, it'll just look like a file browser, but when you get in, instead of files and folders and all that, you're going to see an actual like Active Directory where you can see everyone's usernames and maybe password policies, like check out like what type of password policy that this company has, which will let you do like a password hack with a hash. Like if you try to do a password hack with a hash, I'm sorry. You were saying? Oh, sorry about that.
I'm agreeing that it's cool.
Okay. So yeah, you'll be able to hack, do a password attack with a hash, and that'll let you set up the password parameters that you see for that particular network. So let's say maybe a certain password policy will require that the first letter have a capital letter, or maybe a password will have to have between 5 to 18 characters in there. So you enter those parameters, and you'll be able to get it'll be basically the same type of password attack. It's just that it's a different method of getting the password. So instead of trying to get the social information of the user, you go through a packet sniffer to get the password hash, and from there you just type in all the correct parameters, and you get the password. Sounds a bit jargony,
Pretty cool.
but
No,
yeah,
it's
it is.
not too jargony. It's different type of password attack, like you said. Instead of, digging through a phone or a briefing or an X key score, you have to general policy stuff and figure out, how this particular organization handles it.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, you're monitoring all the packets that go through that network, and from there you'll be able to get some information on what the users are doing, and which gives you the information for a password attack. Now,
Could you pull up the toolkit again, the social engineering toolkit? Because
Sure
someone
thing.
came in a little late and didn't get a chance to see how cool it is.
Network
No problem.
intrusion
Are there any
module
questions in chat, by the way,
initiated.
while we wait for this?
Not really, I don't think.
No?
Unless someone has questions and isn't saying them.
I am being too clear, I'm guessing. Right, so...
I mean, I've also been answering questions, like typing them out, so.
Okay. Alright, that's good then. Right, so for any latecomers, this is the Social Engineering Toolkit again. It lets you...
Focus seeker.
It lets you basically create an email template with like an attachment that will try and fish out users that aren't techno savvy enough that they'll open the attachment, and then they'll get infected with a virus, and then that'll be your in on their network. So right now we have to go through 4 different submodules, and yeah, so we'll go ahead and build the email database. So we're going to get as many emails as we can from that particular domain, so we have as many, basically we're just throwing a big net, so we can get as many fishies as we can.
Okay, we're gonna go through it a little bit quicker than we did earlier, just because I know some of the folks in the chat have already seen it, and I don't want to make them too bored with us.
Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and choose an Adobe Acrobat PDF file that's going to be infected, because I know it's the one with the highest efficiency. But various different types will have various different efficiencies, and the higher efficiency you get,
Depends on
more
your
chance.
target.
Exactly. Whoops, that was Butterfingers. Okay, so lots of sales. They can't resist these type of emails.
On sales. They go crazy for the
As
sales.
soon as they see it, they're like, I gotta click on this. I gotta open that PDF file.
And I gotta open everything without looking at any pop-up warnings.
Ignore the
Password
IT.
Very important.
Unsuccessful.
Oh, well, good. While our social engineering toolkit is going through, our password attack was unsuccessful. Okay, I'm guessing I didn't get.
Oh,
That's bad.
it's okay.
I didn't get the right
Showed how it works. It's fine.
dictionaries, I'm guessing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and choose them all. Bigger net. Let's see here. So we're done with the CID backdoor. We don't need her anymore. So now we have 6 people that have opened the email. So far, no one has opened the file yet. Too busy ingesting the sales. Anything else you want me to check out while we wait for our fishies to bite? Nope.
I don't think so, no.
We got a fish. We got a bite. Let's see if we can reel him in.
Ooh.
Nope, actually, we got 2 bites. We can't see it now, but there it is. So even if we only see 3, we're still. I mean, we're still getting other bytes. They're just hidden. I think this is our one. This is our catch. Any second now.
Come on, just let me hack you.
Let me in. All right.
Turbine C2 registry.
So that gave us access to
initiated.
that particular fish's computer. Again, Jim Mars. He's a sucker for sales, I'm guessing. So when you click on that,
Connection completed.
when you click on that, it gives you access to a temporary VPN because you're not connected
Turbine
to.
C2
Sorry?
registry.
We haven't done
initiated.
temporary VPNs in the past, so
That is
it's
correct.
worth that these are timed and they expire.
Yes, and when we say expire, it means that you won't be able to just deconnect and reconnect. It's just the C2 card is going to be completely gone until you redo the SCT and get yourself another workstation to connect to.
Just a foothold for you to sort of find another more permanent way into that network.
Right. Usually the timer will be long enough for you to complete the mission with it, but it's always best to get yourself a permanent VPN access, just so you have enough time to do your work.
Just in case you need it.
Yeah, because I mean, you can always just send another fishy email, but it's
I want to go pretend to be Jim Mars again.
yeah. Well, we are connected. We are Jim Mars right now.
It's
And,
me, you're Jim.
I am Jim. Do like a net
Information
scan,
gathering
maybe
module
get some more information on
initiated.
the network we're connecting and. So because of that, we were able to find the digital export. Let's see here: the Active Directory, the shared drive, their timesheets, ERP, which I forget what it stands for, but it's there. You can
It's
access
something.
it. It's something. That's true. Well, let's see. Well, they're still secure. You won't be able to connect to the VPN using these, but maybe if we do like an internal sfuzzer. But I'm gonna let you
A little
guys do
ahead of
that.
yourself.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys do that, and when the mission is released soon.
So we're giving you guys these new tools tomorrow, but the mission isn't going to be out yet.
Well, I mean, we're currently squashing some bugs right now, but it should be available soon. I can't really say a definite date exactly yet.
Yeah,
just
because
in case.
that's just the nature of things. Is every time we give a date, it winds up not being that date, and then we're like, sorry.
Exactly. So, I mean, we want to make sure that when we release something, it's with the least bugs as possible. So, we want to make sure everything works fine for the release. We're hoping for
Release,
at the end of the week, but can't guarantee anything. Yeah. Oh, password attack is still chugging along.
Going for it.
Yeah, I mean, if I don't get the password after I've clicked on every single dictionary, I'm gonna be miffed.
Password will just take a
Information
while. That's
gathering module
Oh.
What?
initiated.
Oh, right. Because since this is it's a hive mind, so so it let me connect. All right. So the
Information
password was
gathering
correct.
module connection completed.
Wow, she's a big fan of books, and she tried to use a very secure password, but it didn't work. Managed to get it, and because of that, so because of that, we're connected to the hive mind. But I think there was a little bug because I was connected to the temporary VPN at that
all
point.
over the place.
But yeah, should still. Let's see. Yeah, can't really see anything. No, well, let's see, info maybe? No. Okay, well, I mean, we'll let you guys do that one too. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hive mind network active.
So basically a hive mind is because I've used my developer cheating kit to gain access to it right away. But with the hive mind,
Hive mind network
you'll be able to do a
Official
password
cheating.
attack and using the phone CID and everything. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully at the end of the week we'll have everything set up for at least the SCT and possibly the Active Directory Explorer and the password hash.
Hopefully you guys like the new toys.
Yes.
I like the new toys.
I really like the SCT. It's my favorite.
Me too. It's super cool.
So any
And
questions?
I don't see any more questions in the chat. We'll wait a couple minutes just because delay.
Sure.
But barring that, gone pretty well. Stream.
Cool. Glad to hear that.
Turbine C2 registry.
Oh, there's one thing about the
initiated.
timed VPN I forgot to mention, is that once you connect, that's when the timer starts, and if you disconnect from it, the timer is still ongoing. So, gotta make it count once you're connected to it.
Count, guys.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm not seeing any more questions pop up, so I think we're gonna wrap it up for this week. But I will see y'all again next week. Maybe with Alex, maybe with Patrice.
Network
see.
online.
About live missions. No, we don't have anything planned for the near future for live events.
Stinger
But
OS
that
now
doesn't mean that
active.
it's not in the back of our mind. Nothing official planned, but you know me and you know I'm always thinking about it. Soon, TM.
Yes, always. Always soon TM. It's a mantra of every video game developer.
Every human.
Yes. We'd love to give you guys everything as quick as possible, but
I wish that
gotta
we
make
could
sure
just
everything works.
procure a video game out of thin air. I wish it was that easy.
Making video games is hard, but we're working hard.
Work or something. Gosh. Alright.
Every day.
So I'm gonna let you go, Alex.
All right.
I'll wrap up with these guys either in the Discord channel or in the chat. Thanks for joining us and
thanks for
checking out the
having
new
me.
toys.
Thanks for having me, and hope you guys weren't annoyed by my stuffy voice. I'm just coming down from the flu, but I'm feeling fine now, and hopefully next time
Okay.
my voice will be a bit
And luckily,
clearer.
I'm far enough away that there's no chance he can infect me.
Yeah, but that's not the same for everyone else in this building. All right. Have a good one, guys.
Remote working. Alright.
See
Bye,
ya.
y'all.